to introduce the chakras to the public, to the people, so they would quite recognize and know what it is to be in tune with their chakras, and what does the chakras do for you as a human body, as the mankind, as the body that we hold, and that the conscious that we are, that's incarnated into the body, that the chakras really makes a huge difference in your life growth and your expansion and spirituality. So what we want to do is see where is the best way or the best reality to put out there, so that they can receive it and know that to have your root chakra balance is very important.
Well,
and how to balance it. Mm-hmm.
Let me go even more simple.
And how
to be a lot of people who don't know even what the word chakra means.
Well, that's why we put in the video there, so that they can receive that. They'll know what chakras is. So that's what we.
What's a chakra?
That's where we want to start. Do you want to start there?
Well, I honestly never learned what the term chakra actually means.
You don't even know? And you in the group? Where you been?
I'm just talking about those who are less knowledgeable than us, is what I'm getting to.
Yeah, yes, but where you at with them?
That's what I'm saying. We got to explain that. Who can best explain about chakras? I mean, my knowledge of it is probably novice by comparison.
Okay, so here's the thing. Chakras is what we have. They're discs. They're little discs in our bodies, and what
they're actually spheres.
No, they're little discs. They're little round circle-like discs in your bodies, in our body.
Okay.
You can call them spheres, but they're really like a little circle disc.
Okay, so they're not like balls. Okay.
No. Okay.
Well, a sphere, ball, whatever.
Go ahead, take it over, Scarlet, because I need to fix this.
Oh, okay. Now,
explain to him what it is, so he can know.
The word chakra comes from Hindu, and it means this, not a ball, not a sphere. A disc is a flat round thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean. And these discs are placed in the body, and the physical body in a line. So far you know this. Mm-hmm. And I think we should start to explain what the chakras are and what their purposes are by the basics chakras, as you said before, Nightwing, because this is very important that everybody knows there are 7 basic chakras.
True.
Yeah, that is, as Shiva said, the root chakra, that is the red one, for example. Yeah, thank you very much. This
even better, I think I go that way, right? To use an imagery.
Yeah, because it is self-explaining, you know.
Well, it just came to my mind is like show imagery. So I'm like, okay, I'll show imagery then. So let me get to an image actually that probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're talking about the root chakra too. So bring out the red one,
Let me bring this one up.
Just bring that one up. Yeah, that one. And so you see the bottom one. You see the bottom.
The one thing I've always had difficulty with is memorizing the darn things. I'm not very good with memorization.
Well, memorizing is what you don't want to do anyway. You don't want to memorize it. You want to know it. You don't want to memorize it. You want to know it. And here's the thing. You can't be lazy when receiving information or when wanting to know something. You must put your energy in it in order to get it back. So you must study, and you must go in and research and to see what is and what isn't. Other than that, you won't know. So you really have to pick it up. You have to okay, I want to know what is a root chakra. You don't have to go through them all of them at once, because I want to know if my root chakra is balanced. I want to know where I'm at in my root chakra. Do I need to release things in my life that I have picked up during the growth time, because those are your 7th growths. You know, you got to do growth in life. You start at your age from the baby up to 7. And then you got growth in there. Then from 7 to 7, you got another growth. So each 7 years is a growth spirit. Go ahead on, Charlotte. Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm excited because the image is so small as in English, because I have to load up the German one, you know. So
oh
I
boy.
Okay.
You and language.
Yeah.
I know, yes.
Exactly.
I'm looking for my information.
Yes. Maybe Shiva can go on with the next one, with the sacral chakra, that's the orange one.
Yes, the sacral chakras. That one needs to be explained quite a bit, you know, to totally see. I'm looking for my information that I have on my phone.
That's a good thing. I'm actually putting this here on the screen like this.
To totally get the right definition and the right meaning for sacral chakra, it needs to be completely explained as far as the root chakra too. Because the root chakra they need to know that the root chakra is the snake, is the kundalini part of your awakening.
I've heard that term before from my sister. Kundalini.
Yes.
Yeah.
The kundalini part of your awakening. And so it's like it's a circle, like a serpent snake, and it sits right down in between the two ass and the other part of your privacy. And it's a circle, serpent-like sort of, in a serpent coil way. And when you open up your crown, the crown opens. When the crown begins, hot topic right now.
I had no control. When it decided to go down, it went down.
Yeah, because it will go down on a hot topic. When you're on a hot topic, they're gonna interfere.
Make it sound like a hot pocket.
They don't want us to talk about the chakras.
Why are you raising your hand up, honey? You must
Me?
have been tapping something and it raised hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Where is that at?
In participants, you can raise your hands up, which to me kind of cracks me up.
Oh, like raise your hand to speak.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
I have
a question.
Is it raised now?
No, I lowered it.
I finna say, because I did remember tapping something up there.
Now, why is my camera not working now?
Come on. Hand raised.
My computer is like dogging me. There we go. Okay. Now we're good.
Maybe we should stop and wait.
No, it's fine. It just wants to be annoying. I'm not giving technology the leverage. It's supposed to be the other way around. We leverage technology.
Just not it, but not right now.
So you both smoke and I don't. That's all right.
iPhone?
I'm going to do my hemp oil then.
Is it because they shut it off? You need it?
What is it?
I don't think if I can get hotspot with it off, but the internet, you can.
Talking to Zeus?
Yes. We're not recording, are we?
I haven't started at all, no.
Right,
Sure,
right.
let me know that because I was about to. I'm like, no, hold up.
No, as long as we're not. I don't want to. We're not supposed to right now.
No, we are recording. We stop. We pause recording.
Because that's in your perceptions of what did we call that the other day? It's called oh, it's right here. Hang on, actually. It's on Google. Remember I said the causal effect, like that last minute thing that everyone's trying to do. They're trying to change the that scene. How did he do it, or how did God create the cubes? Those are the chakras.
Yeah, but see that. Listen, the thing is, that's why I'm the teacher, because the thing is, you got to know what time it is here.
10:33.
If I go, you know, I gotta. What I'm doing is I'm changing your perspectives.
Right, that's how I want to do.
And that's what I have to do. In order for them to see things, you have to change their perspectives.
I can't change. I'm not here
You
to change,
but
man.
but I am here to do that, because I'm here to not to change the man. I'm here to change your mind and get you to see something completely different than what you've been seeing and perceiving.
Define,
to perceive it different.
Inevitable. Define your inevitables in life, and then you will change the outcoming of.
It's so crazy. I gotta get it out of here.
And that's what it is. So today,
There you are. Where's there? I see one person.
Is that him?
That's Scarlet.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah, she's just like herself.
An Avenger.
Identical to the real one. You are the real one. That one was the fake one.
2000.
Yeah, I'm in the forest.
Yeah, huh?
I'm in the forest.
You are.
So we got DC Comics right here.
So are we about ready to start in the recording in a minute here? So
I had paused, but you guys are talking the topic already. If I could pause again.
yeah, but Yeshua's not in this meeting, so he can't be talking on
I
to the
need the
side.
internet.
Your God doesn't mean you don't know how to act, because all gods have to learn how to
You
act.
just lost Carmen. She just dropped out.
Are you kidding me? See, that's what I was saying. It's like you know. Can you
I was
see me?
first, then she drops out. What's going to be next? Do I even dare ask?
I know, but isn't the first meeting always sort of the challenges?
The first meeting is always going to be, in a sense, the breaking point.
And
Upcoming
startups is always that way. This is a startup.
Always going to
right?
have their quirks.
Exactly, and they always seem to, you know, you don't
Got to
never
take all the
off.
fine points. Like, okay, record or not. Maybe I should stop recording because she's out.
But you know what? You know what I see? You know what I see in that?
Oh, her battery. She said her battery doesn't load.
Right, and hers don't last long.
Why didn't she have that thing charging?
She do, but I think what it is, she needs a new phone completely.
Oh, wow.
Because that charger, that's an old phone she messes with, and it doesn't charge very good at all.
So even though she plugs it in, the battery gets drained out. There she is.
Yeah, real fast.
Okay.
So
There
you
she
know
is.
what I
Keep
can
coming
see.
back. Keep coming back.
You know what I can see in this startup thing?
Yeah, a lot of crap we got to filter out.
No. It's not crap.
I'm
Why you
playing
say it
with
like
you,
that?
honey. I'm being facetious.
But listen, when I'm talking about things that is of my heart, don't you know I'm truthful of that? I'm
No,
serious.
but you also can have fun. There you are. Hey, girl.
But do you have certain places when your heart is very, very in tune with certain things? Do you actually play with it? Like, say for instance, if you were flirting with your girlfriend and you know she was serious when she was speaking, would you play around when you know she's serious, or would you be serious with her?
I balance it out.
Because she's expressing her heart to you.
I know.
And
But humor is also a good part for the seriousness, so it won't get all too overwhelming.
But at that moment, you don't decipher whether you need to play with her heart or listen to what her seriousness was about in her heart. It's her heart she's speaking of, not her brain. And we know detached people cannot find that, because it's hard for them to feel that truthness that sets in that center.
Most of this darn world actually is an ego. That's definitely a fact. That's true.
There you go. So it's and I know how it works with a detached person, because it's hard for them. They so detached with their emotions, they can't in tune with another one's emotions, due to the fact that they have not got centered in theirs, enough to feel the other ones, because of detaching. That's why you can't really. It's hard to settle them down to get them to come to that marriage, that real serious life of that. Because when you look at marriage and you look at growth, everything, the whole circle, they all are built exactly alike. that's what I was working on to say. But I could see in a startup of a business, it's the same as a startup of a child. You starting to nurse that child. You're starting to see what it is to take care of the child. You don't know all the fixings because you've never been one before, you know, a mother or a parent, whether say. And now you want to know how to deal with this little thing here because you got it now, and you want to grow it up. And you want to make it presentable. Same as what we're doing here. It's our startup. I
think I just found a very good image from what you just described. It really just supported what you stated. You see this on the screen?
Yeah. See it? Isn't that beautiful? Look at it.
This one's probably the best chart I've seen yet because it does explain the heart, which I didn't know would be green, honestly.
Yes, yes.
The solar plex being yellow, the sacral being orange, which is also the the sacral area itself, which I got way too much energy in that damn thing. I got the root, which is red. There's also, I can't read these. Bloodstone. I can't read these very well. Tiger's eye. Oh, crap.
Yeah, well.
The glasses, I can't understand how the font of that sucks. Topology you talked about earlier, definitely sucks.
Yes. And look. In the tiger's eye, it's telling you the stones that you need to balance that. And this is really good. I like this one.
This is the best one I've seen yet, to be honest. This is impressive.
I love it because you got the red, and it's showing you what colors that you can wear, what colors you can put on to help.
Oh, okay, so it's the selenite, the quartz, the diamond, and what is at the very top? So this is basically a chart explaining about the stones, the colors.
Love this chart. I love
what they decide as far as in the imagery. Wow, this is
that's perfect.
I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
Send that to me because I love that. I love
wow,
it.
that thing is killer. That is amazing.
And
I just found the right one.
It's a perfect chart to teach off of too.
Yeah, this actually definitely needs to go in a video. I agree with you, big time. No question.
Exactly.
You want a copy of it, Carmen?
Yes, of course.
Let me dump that thing inside of here in our minor family.
Yeah, and save it.
Let me dump it into WhatsApp so we have it in there.
Can you see me in the video?
Yeah, you're seeing. I don't know what that was.
I thought we all supposed to see each other.
Oh, that was from me to the WhatsApp. It vibrated. Okay.
Are we supposed to see each other or not?
We see each other. I'm recording too.
I only see one person.
Depends on how you're actually viewing from your tablet.
I mean, I thought we were supposed to see each other all at the same time.
I mean, I'm recording where we're seeing it, all three of us. So.
Okay, I don't see, but it made me see. Hold on, let me see. No. I don't see but two people up here, and then I don't see me.
I don't see me too, but I can see you. But
right.
The face.
And we're supposed to see each other, don't we?
Yeah.
Depends on how you get your Zoom actually, because you guys are using mobile directions, which is very different. On my computer, I have a recording where all three of us are being seen either way.
Okay, so you're the one doing the recording anyway, so you can see us no matter what happens.
Correct.
Okay, so all right, that's good.
As long as they know, it's all that matters.
That's all that matters, really, totally.
Agreed.
I just don't want to be out of place when I'm talking and they.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. You're okay.
Leave it to him to tell me.
I'm reassuring. Come on.
Oh my heaven. All right, let's go.
I'm trying to be reassuring.
Are we recording? Are we ready?
We are recording already. We've been recording.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to make. I just want to make sure.
We are.
So now we want to continue to talk about the root chakra, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we were getting to the sacral, but you guys lost me at that point, so it's all right.
Well, now that we have this new chart up here, I'm sitting in my bed, you know.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so now that we have the new chart up here, then can we go back over the root chakras kind of?
Sure. Please.
Because
if you got to start, we start over. It doesn't matter as long as we get the message across, right? So.
Right. What we were saying was, that as a root chakra, though that's your seventh your 7th year of growth.
Okay.
That's your beginning from the child to the 7th year. And there are certain things in your life that you're supposed to learn in those 7 years that grounds you here in the earth time. Now, for the reason that mankind has been tampered with and has been brought into very low dense of thinking and thoughts and energy of very slow moving, but not slow moving, because you've been taken away from your own life expansion, and you've been giving your energy out toward other ways besides yourself. It has caused your root chakra or your core growth in life to be off balance. In order to balance that, you need to take and put on things that is red, or keep red around with you, or these stones here that you see to the side. You can buy those stones and put them on you wherever you at whether you want to just hold them in your hand for a certain period of time of day, or to just have them around you and just meditate with them. Meditation is the best way to balance all your chakras, is meditation. And
just speaking about that, so if I work
yes,
with this pretty much throughout the day itself, it'll help ground me correctly.
That's beautiful. Yes, I love that. But you got pretty much a lot of the ones in there, right?
Yes.
See, and
then these black ones are considered lava rocks.
Yes.
There's really good energy with that.
Good energy, yes.
And then this bracelet that I'm wearing has actually got
tiger eyes.
It does have magnets, 5 of them, I think, or 4 of them. I tested it because I got this big magnet. It stuck to it. I'm like, oh, so it's magnetic. It's supposed to be designed to lose weight.
Really?
Yeah.
That was for losing weight? That's a tiger.
Well.
I've
been challenging it because it has not been doing that, but
naturally, you know how natural stuff works slower, it takes it forever.
Do they say more?
You got to put a little more power in it. It could be working.
What it is doing, though, it is helping me to control what you and I discussed. I can't remember when, because of the fact that I think I even told you, Carmen, that I've been abusing the bottle too much, between the gin and the vodka and the wine.
Oh, yeah.
I drink a lot more water now, which is good.
Yeah.
I detoxified for 2 days.
My lighter.
So it's been helping me, plus doing my hemp. It also helps me to calm down. Although last night I did have insomnia. I couldn't go to sleep till the 1 or 1:30 in the morning. Too much going on up here, and I wasn't calming down.
Exactly.
Down here.
When you in your heart chakra, do you think about the bottle at that time? Do the bottle come to you, or when you're in the heart? No,
let's go of it. The heart actually lets go of the bottle because it knows that the body doesn't need it, and that's when that's what I told you that my heart was talking to me one evening or one morning, and my brain was thinking about it, but the heart said, "It's okay today. We can let go. It's not a problem. Be at peace. You don't need to, you'll feel withdrawals, you'll feel ill, but that's detoxifying. That means you're being purified right now." And it's like, we're going to drink a lot of water. Make the water your aspirin. Yeah. And then eat, relax, go out for a walk, be in the sun. Because we, the earth, we, the universe, are working with you. Because they can tell I was sick. I got sick.
Did you do it all that they said?
Yeah, I went out for a walk. I did drink water. I'm still drinking water, actually. But now my heart told me since yesterday, yes, you can have a glass of wine. A glass. Yes, you can do a shot of vodka. That's it. Eat, relax, work, listen to the music. We'll talk to you through music. We'll play the songs you need, and they do. I don't have control what song gets played on my list. It's random, but they control it. So being that the AA or the archangels are in control, they speak me through my heart. It's like, here's a song that will keep you going.
Exactly. You know why? You know why that is? Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because you, yourself, and your I, me, I am, your I am, which is you, the higher you,
Mhm.
will always meet you where you at in order to get you to come to you, back to your me of your higher me. So wherever you at, it's gonna come to you there, but it's gonna come to you in your heart. But yet it will meet you in the place that it knows that it can stimulate you at. And that's true. Stimulation is what it's all about, and it's stimulated through the heart chakra. That's the stimulation, and that's where the unbalance is at when you get to your sacral chakra, when it deals with the sex, because you're taking the sex and you're making it more or less the main focus, when it's never going to be about that particular type of sex. It is about sex, but it's in the heart where it starts, and then it moves to the third eye, which is the pineal gland, or it starts in there and then it moves to the heart. I can't remember which way it goes, but it starts at here, when the oil comes through the heart, the crown, it hits the third eye, and then it floats down to the heart, and it settles there.
Well, it seems to me as if I have mine completely out of alignment, because I'm going from sacral to heart to crown, heavy on the throat. But the root is always between the heart and the root is calling each other. It's like, you got to listen to us too, because if you don't, it's trying to tell me if choice is being made to ignore those, it'll be so unbalanced. It'll be a mess.
Exactly. Okay.
Heart chakra. Excuse me. I just wanted to say something too.
Sure.
The heart chakra is connected to all chakras. Went up and went down.
True.
Connected to the root.
Exactly.
They're all interconnected, right?
Yes, and they work, and the way she explained it, that's how they work. But here's the thing: when you working with the three from what is it, three or four, from the top down to the heart.
Yeah.
That, and you only and those are the only one that's operating, and these here is off balance. That's what throws you off. That's why you're not. That's what makes a person not balanced.
You just describe my life.
Exactly. And look, and when you get these balanced, and they balance up to the heart, and these not balanced, that keeps you from still going home.
Oh my gosh, that's so unbalanced. It's like you just be throwing yourself every direction. Yeah, that's why there's so much emotional loss. Correct.
This is why we need to talk about this topic.
No, today. And I know that I put a great deal of emphasis and focus on the sacral side, which I got really toned down much more, because the fact that I'm ignoring then the heart, which speaks loud. I'm ignoring the crown, the third eye, the root. Only when I go outside, the root starts talking.
Well, then you need to be outside a lot more. You need to go connect with that picture back there. You see how that picture impacted me when I looked at it? Do you see that? Mm-hmm. I mean, it took my heart away, and it just went to that. And I was like, and everything you showed me.
That called me when I saw a girl, man. I got that right away. I'm like, put this up, save it.
There you go.
No doubt.
And so that means you are not connected to the home enough. So you need to go home and connect back to her, and bring your heart to her, because that's what your heart is longing for. It's not longing for another female until you finish filling around with her that's in you. You know what I mean? Till you get her kind of your her and you got to get more.
You lost me for a second. Now I understood. Okay.
Yeah, the her that's in you. Yes, because remember, you got both the male and the female, and those two need balancing. They have to be balanced.
And the thing that got you kicking up even more, you were really excited. You was like, when I explained to you on the phone, and I wrote it also, and I think, Carmen, you loved it. When I explained about my bike.
Yes.
Oh boy, was that.
See?
I felt for some reason, and it's only because it has to be that the universe is telling me, is like, you write well, but you also use your voice well. Write out to them instead a good story about the bike. how you fixed it and how you felt when you were writing it out there in the wind, and what was the experience. And that's what I did. That's why I wrote it that way, because the experience was what the inner child saying, play, we're flying again. We got the wind in our head, no hair.
Exactly. That is it. That is it. That is so.
But what part of the chakra would that be, though? Is that the heart actually talking at that point, or is it basically all full alignment at that point when the child's coming out?
Well, it's aligning. It's aligning. They're aligning. When it's coming out, they're aligning because they're starting to connect with each other. Okay. And that means that whatever balance that you have in them, if it's 40%, 60%, wherever you at, that those balances are starting to take a connection to grow, to rise up.
Okay.
Because you're allowing the place that you need to expand inside of you, and like you say, the child's coming out because it starts to feel home, it starts to feel mama, and it's connecting to the breast, to what nourishes it. And that
felt like as if now I got to take the bike out to a park now that I can. And
they spoke, the heart spoke. You see how it spoke? The oil came through the crown, it went through the third eye, and then it come down through the throat, where the throat can speak it, and then it goes into the heart. And then the heart felt it as it was showing you what, where you at and how you're looking right now.
The combination for me was the feeling of the heart child coming out.
Yes.
Even breathing through the throat, I was actually breathing a little bit heavier because of the hard work I was doing just to break the bike moving. But I also felt the vibration, my butt from the seat because of the ride itself. But every single area was really being fully experienced.
Yeah, it was like
a hat and head. Yeah.
Like the parents saying, "Oh yes, you're doing good." The parents clapping for the child.
Oh, they were going crazy. They were loving it. I was like, I came back home sweating, tired, like, okay, need a shower and all this. Like, okay, we had our fun. Now let's go eat. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. Like, who am I to argue with the body when it says, okay, now we're hungry? I'm like, okay.
Typical child would do that. It's really true.
Come in, got feed. All right. Well, we're gonna eat. Give me an apple. Okay.
Yeah. They go in and get refueled. Mom, can I have a sandwich?
I want some soup. You got it. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I had to hear like, okay, what's on the menu today? And then I had to hear what the heck I had to prepare. I'm like, what am I preparing? A sandwich, soup?
They'll tell you, don't they?
Whatever.
Yeah.
They'll tell me. Yeah. Yesterday I had a hard time. I'm like, what am I eating? I got variety here. Crap, my menu's like overwhelming me. And it told me simple. What simple? Apple. Okay, apple.
See, I say that too. I do the same thing. And here, when I ask my.
I was hungry. I was like, okay, lunchtime. What are we having? It's like, you're gonna do a sandwich and you're gonna have our soup. I'm like, I am? Okay.
Yeah, I always say
I make one sandwich a week.
Yeah.
I really don't make sandwiches anymore. I used to make sandwiches every day. Now it's like, I got bread. It's good bread. I haven't staled out because it's been in the fridge. It's fine. And I got another loaf on freeze in my icebox.
Right.
So the one thing I will state that I'm actually grateful for is the fact that my food supply, I have been extremely conservative about it. Very, very cautious and picky in a way of what to eat as to when I actually do get hunger. I mean, right now, because I woke up late, I'm not hungry yet, and it's already noon over here.
And then you got something to occupy yourself with outside of just your mind and your heart and your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
you adding yourself into something more that's going to be more
this truly is knowledge
yeah.
that I appreciate. I'm learning, which
yes, exactly.
Like relearning, actually, I guess, right?
And this makes it more interesting because you're not just there alone studying by yourself. It's always
I can't do that.
Study.
I've never had that kind of concentrational discipline.
Exactly. So this is why I know where you need to be. And this is why I can't get you to get on that radio station, because before you can get on there, which is true, before you get, and then the fact they told me that you lazy on that part, on that. I said, yeah, he's lazy.
Spade is spade. What can I say?
They say he's lazy. I said, yeah, I know. But so here's the thing.
She knows. Like, oh boy, yeah, he knows. He's resisting to use his voice.
Yeah, and the thing is, in order to do that, you got to do research. And so this is why you need to come to one of these here, or we need to be on these here more often to get you more open, more ready, more familiar, more, you know, and
Confident.
yes, all of that with yourself.
Yeah.
And that confidence comes from, I think, the solar plexus, isn't it, Scarlet? Which you want to talk about that?
Oh, yes, I just want to say that I think Joe got the point, what the chakras are and what the purpose for.
How you switch your camera on? See, I can't switch mine on when I'm talking. I don't see.
Oh, I don't know how it works. It just happened.
But I don't never see me when I'm talking, and I should be able to switch on and see myself, right? Why
well,
not?
I don't see myself talking too.
It's not shifting it over
okay.
to front to back, honey. Don't worry.
Okay,
They're
so
recording all three of us.
only you can see me. Okay, so I can see how it works.
Go on with the thought, Karen.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and let her go back then to her.
Yes, and what I see is that you are very much learned about the heart chakra and how it works. That's very good. And I think what you need to do first is to feel all of your chakras, to do a meditate where you activate all the chakras in line. And then you try to complete this feeling that comes in with the emotion you got when you talk about riding your bike and something like this. And when you're talking, you're using your throat chakra because the words is very important. It's vibration, you know. And if you put positive emotion in it or positive thinking in it, it will be much more to expand. And yes, I think you're on a real good way. And if you want learn all about how to use all in each chakra, and you know that they all work together, you will find a real good way to solve all you are dealing with. What you say from yourself is not running so good in your life. And that is what we all can learn from this. And this is important. I think that's a very good way.
Mm-hmm.
You made a good job right there.
Exactly. And that's that. I think she brought that out really good, so you could see and that's just balance, because until you know where they at, you won't know how much needs balance. So you may need to do a chakra test on yourself, which is important. And then you can know where you need balance at and where you're not balanced at. You know, I know I haven't did a chakra test on me in a while, but I know that because of the body that I walk in has spinal issues, that it causes my sacral and my solar plexus to kind of be a little bit unleveled, because of the body is needing more energy brought in to raise the vibrations on it than it would for you, because it has had jammed energy, because you're not injured. You're never injured, and you're never in pain. It is energy dismantled or not distributed properly. It's energy that's been off balance, thrown off some way, because pain does not exist, and neither do injuries exist. Only energy exists. And so energy can be jammed, like if you ram into a car, that's energy bounce hitting each other. That's why they put certain things in front of your car, so that energy don't come back and hit you. That's the purpose of it. The motor's supposed to protect you. So what we have is energy that's been undistributed wrong, or whatever way we can call it. And so in order for you to fix that, the body has to raise, the vibrations has to come up much higher, and you got to do certain therapy, physical, that help move that energy from where it's at, that's you know, where it's stuck at, or whatever you want to call it.
That's kind of the same way description that that I'm paralleling this or associating this because you're doing it with the automotive level, but I'm looking at more of like electronic or even exercise based, that when say, like I have a gut now.
Yeah.
And with my gut, I did do yesterday, yeah, I did actual some ab work. Hanging, I have an apparatus I can hang on my door frame in order to actually then do leg lifts. And it felt pretty good to actually do about 20 of them. 20 felt almost like a joke. I'm like, I could do more probably, but I didn't do any more. I got distracted. I was playing music. But then part of me was saying, well, we can probably do some push-ups on the mat.
Mm-hmm.
There's another part of me. He's like, no, let's go get some water. So I got distracted again. I'm like, I think one thing, but then the debate comes through. But I can see that my heart's saying we have desire to do this, but we gotta put our ego in check so we can and either walk, ride the bike, do ab crunches, do some plank, some workout to reduce the belly that we don't like, what we're seeing.
Yes.
Well, it's a debate in my head. It's like a battle. But the thing is that the ego constantly tries to distract, and it does sometimes all too well, which is why it got me to the point where I got so inebriated with alcohol, I got myself sick and passed out one day. Not healthy, obviously, but it was a reality I had to face. And then I realized, all right, so probably my third eye is so closed that the crown is like in disarray and the heart's like, forget it.
Right.
The heart said, you're going to sleep. I'm like, okay. I passed out. I'm like, all right, at least I'm at home. And I was. So every direction between speaking, eating, drinking through here, what I smell in my home through the nose, still part of the throat itself, all connected. Even when I hear,
yes, all of
my
that
ears ring,
exactly.
it's part of all of this. This is all connected, right?
Right.
But I visualize, like right now outside, just to kind of give you a quick, you won't be able to see this, but yeah, you can. That's my day. Beautiful sunlight outside. I'm like, you see the green screen. When I see sunlight, sometimes at this hour, like right now, it's a little past noon. Depending on where my mindset is, my third eye will deceive me that my ego will start saying it's actually dark out. I'm like, it's noon. Like, no, it's midnight. I'm like, no, it's not midnight. It's 12 p.m., not a.m. So it tries to deceive me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It messes with my mind so much that sometimes I could be right in the middle of the sun and I'll put, like I did yesterday. I went out for a walk before dusk. Sun was coming down. I walked towards a pond, the one you have as your background on the channel that you love so much. And I stood like this, listening to music in my ears. And then I rolled my eyes up further.
Yes, that's what you did wrong. Don't ever go with no music when you go to the nature. Nothing. You never take anything with you. Just you. That's it. And your feet must be naked on the ground, touching. And just you.
Even though my feet are tender?
Huh?
My feet are very tender.
It doesn't matter. When you get to the spot, you take them off and you step on the grass or the rocks or whatever you can. Listen, I'm just giving it to you the way it works, but you don't have to do it. But listen, I have tender feet too. But mind you, when I connect on that grass and and I choose to really put my feet on the earth, that tenderness going away because I'm going to take what I want because I'm a fighter, of course, you know. I'm a fight for what I want. And so that means I want to connect, and I don't care about my feet going to be tender at that point because I'm taking them shoes off. But normally, when I get on the grass, I don't feel it, and when I step on the rock, I don't feel it. Go ahead. You want to say something, Scarlet?
Yeah. When you walk outside, you just don't need music or something like this because you are listening to the nature sound. And this is part of being concentrated to be focused on nature. And this is what you need there. If you disturb this incoming receiving from nature with music, you won't get what you want from it. Because
Can I interrupt? So what is it? Because I see what it is. It's his concentration. Now, what is it? Which one of those chakras work with that? With the concentration, because that's what's happening.
Yes, with the concentration.
Would that be the crown?
It's the
That's
crown.
I think it. That's what I'm thinking is. It's between the crown and the third eye. It's one of them that's working with it, and it's probably the crown because the crown is where judgment is at.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
probably the crown. That's where judgment is in.
No,
And that.
mm,
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
so after this particular session here, and so I'm so glad we're doing it because we need to take it where we open up each one where everything deals with certain things in life, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
So that everyone can see that because if you don't see it, you'll miss it and you will not see the importance of the chakras being stabilized. And as you take your journey, as you continue to go up through the journey from the third to the fourth, they start to fall off because you don't need them anymore. But you need them to come out of 3 and to get out of 4, and probably some of 5. But as you keep going, they fall off, and you don't need the chakras anymore because they just for you to lock into the body when you come here to take your experiences. That's how you lock the body in with you. But the body is changing as you raise in the body, you're raising the conscious, the body is raising with the conscious because you're changing the mind and you're changing the body all at the same time. And what's happening is the body is starting to change from baseline to crystalline. So once you become crystalline, you won't need those chakras at all because the baseline is just what you needed to take the experiences and growth with in here, in those dimensions 3 and 4. And now, and that's like, it's like you're learning tools sort of. But now you got the other chakras, which we will talk about in another session, because you don't just have those 7. You got the ones that's out among, you got some that kind of stands up over your head. You can speak about that one,
Probably
Scarlet, because
give me a definition of that so I can look it up and there's an imagery of it.
Yeah, she studied a little bit. Tell them about those, honey.
Well, they are chakras, Carmen.
Yeah. Well, the chakra you use, and let's come back to nature. The chakra you use when you go to nature, and when I speak of focusing, I mean focus on the chakra that is used, that is spoken on. You know, you go out
Yes.
and
Yes.
you activate your solar plexus chakra, because this is the one who connects you with your environment.
Environment.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, and when I say focus on it, I say take the focus on your solar plexus chakra. That's the yellow one. And then you can feel the environment, the whole nature, the sound of nature. If you focus on this, you have to feel it. It's all about feeling.
So like when I go to a beach, for example, which I did a couple weeks ago, and just listen to the ocean, the wind blowing in through my ears or whatever. Even if I hear cars passing by, ignore the cars, just listen to the waves.
Ignore the cars. Feel the sand under your feet. Feel the sun shining upon your head. Feel the breeze around you, the wind, and hear the sound of the ocean. Or when you're in the forest, hear the birds, hear the whisper of the trees, and when you go footed through the ground, through the moss or something like this, you don't have to focus on the feeling, what the feeling is under you. Just take the energy from the nature, from the environment, and fix it into your chakra to expand. And when it once expands, it infects all.
And that's the one thing. The energies I feel when I walk, even though I'm going to start doing it without my headset, so I don't hear music anymore. But it's like I'm sensing, like I see ducks when I walk by, and they walk by me, they're looking for food.
Yeah.
or
Ducks. I
squirrels that
love
might stop
ducks.
by me, birds that might stop by, and they're
Yeah.
getting closer to me. Actually,
And
I'm
you know,
noticing that.
they're trying to get, they are working to get your attention because they see you. You don't see you, but they see you,
Yeah.
and they
See,
notice you, and so
yeah.
they know what you need, and they're drawn to you because you really supposedly really be connected with them, but you don't even see them, and they see you all the time.
Well, I can give a good example of this. Yesterday, when I went out for that walk in the sun, and I went towards the pond, there were 3 adults and 1, I guess, adolescent duck. I mean, they were big. And they stopped for a second. I saw them just pivoting. They were checking me out without question. They checked me out. I was being checked out. I walked slowly, you know, very gracefully, because I walked on the balls of my feet, which I learned that back many years ago when I did marching for a marching band. And then I was listening to music. I was going to the rhythm of the music in my mind, but then I had my hands out, in a sense, towards them. And then they were like staring at me as like, are we safe, or are you going to come up towards us? I stopped, and I just waved my hand. Literally. I was just like, go ahead. And they actually just went ahead. I'm like, okay, good. Last one was more timid. I still stood there. And then I started walking a little more. I was like, go ahead, go ahead. I didn't say it. I was just motioning, like as if I was deaf.
Right. Yes.
And the final last one did finally pass by, and then I walked slowly right behind it. I didn't know what gender it was. I didn't care. I was like, you could be a female or male, whatever. Walk right towards the water is all I cared about. I even imagined in my mind, literally, that I could affect the water. And I could see the effects in my mind of me making the water stir.
Yeah.
Splashing, rising up droplets, affecting the fish in there. And one fish shot off into the water because I guess it saw me. It got scared to death. It's like, I'm 3 meters away from you. How the hell are you going to be scared? I'm over 10 feet. Crap. And it's like, bam, took off. I'm like, okay, we're not good.
Oh, that's
But I was noticing these things because I'm becoming more aware of nature around me. I was looking at the trees, looking at the colors that are brighter, which are becoming a lot more lush. I mean, it's like, because of how we've been stuck at home.
Yeah.
But I don't. I could do outside. I'm like, clear skies. We are leaving Tara alone. Tara's fixing herself. Beautiful. Fix yourself.
Yeah,
We're leaving you alone.
Exactly what it is, what happens now. Earth is repairing herself, and the
She
thing
is. She truly is.
She is, and the thing you told with the dogs, something similar happened to me when I go outside, and I am very, very carefully. I am very not focused. I don't know the word in English, but I try to get everything around and to receive it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so sometimes animals come to me, birds and something like that. And my beloved boyfriend, he said, how are you doing this? Why do these birds come to you? You are human. They must be afraid. And I said, no, I don't know how it happens, but he said it's really, really good. And when animals come to you, so they know you're a good one. You know what I mean? And they want to put your intention on them, to put your attention to nature, to show you are connected with nature, you're connected with the animals and the environment. It's a good sign.
I think maybe I need to let go of the music a lot more, because being that I'm busy up here in my head listening to music, they're like, you're not silent. We can't connect. You're not silent. And when you're silent, we will connect. That's why they sometimes, like, a squirrel will look, but they see that my head's busy, and you're like, you're not ready. You got to let go. You got to silent that mind, and then we can come closer to you.
Exactly.
Sometimes they do come close. But that's when I'm going for my mail. When I go get my mail, I'm not listening to my headset, because I'm just going for a small little errand to pick up the mail, even if there's nothing in there. But then the squirrels come by, they're like, sniff, sniff, sniff. I'm like, oh, you're waiting. Okay. I guess I'm quiet. Like, yeah, shut the hell up every time now when you come by us.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you got too much
right.
noise up here. You're noise pollution to yourself.
Mhm.
That's what they're trying to tell me. And you guys just verbalize it for me to understand. Go outside in your walks without sound and listen to what Tara has, because Tara has a lot more.
Exactly.
I learned something new, by the way. Gaia is not the name of this actual
Spaceship.
at all.
This is
Gaia
Terra.
is Mars.
Right. Yeah.
This is Terra.
And Mars is-
Terraform.
Yes.
And
Terrarium.
terraform means, that's what it means, Aquarian. There you go. So that means we're in
Terrarium.
a,
Terrarium
right.
being itself as actually a greenhouse.
There you go. And that's for growth.
I didn't
right?
even think of that, honestly, and I was like, why does this make sense? Because it is true. Terra
Yes.
is a terrarium. That's what this actually is. It's a terrarium.
Yes, exactly.
It's just massive.
And we're all growing, and we're growing. This is why it's called a school. We're in schools.
That's why I'm changing my language from Gaia, which is not true, because Gaia is not this ship. It's the one that we destroyed.
Yeah, and it's being repaired.
Terra is what we're occupying now. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
just Terra. This makes more sense now. Why even some stories and shows, movies use the term Terra? Because I'm on that. I'm like, well, duh.
Yes,
It
exactly.
was a dumb moment. It was a very big dumb moment. And the one show that I'm kind of watching, but I paused for a bit from it, was Altered Carbon. Spoke of Terra, Gaia, and other
Yes.
galaxies, and that's a really good show.
Yes, it is. It really is. I love it too.
Oh my God, that thing freaked me out though. Changing sleeves just by changing bodies. I'm like, okay, you guys are really blowing my brain out now.
Oh, yeah. There's a comic series. Do you know it too?
Yes, that's the thing. That's like, I'm not going to go there. But actually, it's really well. In the beginning, I was like sci-fi, and then I realized, oh, it's more than that. It's deeper.
Yeah, it's more.
And they explain it in one of the episodes. And the next season I was watching, I'm like, now it's coming together.
Yes, you have to watch the whole series to get the
Oh my
point.
God, the thing, I was like, okay, boy, this really is going to leave me like, I got to get stoned, I got to get drunk, and I got to get stuffed.
When I first
Oh my
watched
gosh, because the fight scenes are great, but when they get down to the storylines, it starts to come together. And I thought it was a cop show. I'm like, no, it's not a cop show. It's the different levels of existence from the very lowly to the very high, changing or traveling in time to different galaxies by thought, which I'm like, that's just nuts, but it's not nuts. It's possible.
No, yeah.
Everything's probable. Anything is actually able to happen. You can't travel from galaxy to galaxy by a thought that's faster than the speed of light. Boom, done.
Yes, you can do astral journeys too. You know, with the astral body, you can travel.
The show kind of actually echoes in some way comparably to the series agenda.
Oh yeah.
Because the series agenda explains that so well, even though it's a pendant that they wear, but the power behind that pendant is regarding the chakras completely, and a different way of explaining it.
Yes, they do. And
the travel also that's explained. And that's the thing. I don't know if this book's describing about our future or of current times. There's no dates on this book at all as far as story explaining.
yes,
Which book?
The series agenda.
The Sarah's Agenda?
Yeah, by Scott Lemriel.
Oh, Scott Lemriel. Yeah, I don't have.
I spoke with that guy. He's awesome.
I haven't heard him talk in a while, but I
He's
don't
been real
really
busy with all this.
I don't really get in tune with him too good because I'm careful, and he speaks in a certain way, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take what he says quite yet. And
yeah, he's definitely of a very high level.
Well, not that that's not the case. We don't need that at this moment, unless you can humble it enough to bring it to the lowest of the lowest. The way he speaks tears me apart because he don't really lift you up. He tears you down. It's not, you know, okay. We understand. We recognize what the human human has done or what the world is going on, but don't tear them down. You got to lift them up. They already been torn down. They haven't had the opportunity to take their own life and put it into the way that it needs to go. So when you speak about the mankind, at least make them look halfway as though they're worth something and not worth nothing, because they are worth a whole lot. And that's
Well,
the
why
part
his
I don't.
channel has hardly any videos, I think, because when he
I don't.
describes about the hue, which
It's
is
okay.
the vibration for connecting with source,
Well,
whereas he describes it as Atma. So I don't know.
But it's
Yeah.
not the only vibration. So let her say something. Go ahead, Scarlet.
yes. What about this Atma? I didn't really understand what this is Atma he was talking about. I read this, but I don't give it too much attention, because this does not fit with my feelings, with my feeling of truth. You know, there are some points in it that may fit, but well, this is not. This doesn't. It doesn't right. You know, with this Atma. This I can't deal with it.
Yeah, see, right. See, the thing is, it's with Scott Limber. I'm not knocking, because I know who he is. I know he's here for a purpose, and there we all are.
Mm.
Yet where you at does not mean that it doesn't need to be trimmed. Okay, if you possibly still up there a little bit more, then you need to come down some, because when you're too high to touch the ground, what are you going to touch? Nothing but the sky. So
Yeah, exactly.
what I want in tune my life to is to feel what it is that you feel, so I can know what it is that you need to come away from that. And if I'm up here, I can't connect with you, because I don't see you, and I need to see.
Especially saying like I'm unattainable because I'm way too far. It's like you're too far to be touched because you're too far away.
Exactly. So
that's why you and I always connect, because of the fact you're even trying to work with me or this body in order to break the barrier of the lack of confidence, lack of esteem, lack of security to be able to use my voice to get that station going.
True. If I was the mother, which and all rights of the way of spirituality, I am. Mm-hmm. But if I am the mother, and whatever it is that I am, what does it do for me if I'm not connected with where you at? I must come to where you at and find what it is that you need.
Well, that's why you ask me also good questions. And then when I do share my stories of the bike ride, when I go out for a walk with nature, things like that, you both, just even during this session, explain to me, okay, good walk, take away the music. Disconnect that. One element you don't need. Listen more to Tara. The nature will tell you more how to connect with her.
Exactly.
And I mean, these examples like this, even you telling me, take off your shoes. It's okay. We know your feet are tender. They're not going to get cut. You're not going to get damaged. Connect with the earth. The earth will talk to you as well. Ground yourself more. Use the sun. The sun will give you vitamin D. Warm you. It will help your eyes too.
Yeah.
I learned that hard way too. It's like to improve my eyesight, move my face towards the sun and close my eyes and let the sun warm my eyes. And then I can even put my palms up to warm them up that way, my body heat.
The sun is what we're supposed to connect with. The sun is what brings the energy in. The sun is what changes us. The sun is that. The sun does it all.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what the information comes
when I did finish reading the book that he wrote, then I just kind of let it go, but I went back for one reference regarding the Galactic Alliance. And I got that. I'm like, okay, I have it. I'm done. And it went away.
Well, my love, you can read it, but you have to find out the truth in yourself. You know how it feels, and if it, you know what I mean. When I, for example, I read a book, and while I'm reading, I have the feeling of truth, or I don't have the feeling of truth. And if I don't have a feeling of truth, I can read it still, and don't get too much attention on it. You say, okay, it's a book, I read it, but not so good, or it's not that way that I can use it. You know what I mean? I can read it, but I
No,
don't
you're
anything from
correct.
it.
Whatever serves, I use. Whatever does not serve, discard.
Yes.
If there's information in the book that does serve me, that I want to connect, like say, with more ETs, as we define ETs, the other
Yes.
civilizations, the Palladians,
Yeah.
and the other ones I can't remember names of right now. Those ones I want to connect, and even with the archangels, there are aliens to me. Well, to me, they're archangels, but I have documents. I got to read them again. I got to understand them better. Because, gosh, this is a really good experience to explain. When I took a shower yesterday, I heard a hard buzzing in my ear during the shower. I just finished cleaning myself, and I was only rinsing, and suddenly felt a strong. I'm like, what the heck? And music was playing in my over here, but the shower's far away. But it was like the music, I could barely hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a strong vibration in my ear. I'm like, the only thing I thought was one of the archangels were talking to me.
Yes.
One
really.
of them was, if not all three, is like, we're here. That's all I heard. We are here.
There you
Because
go.
I think they heard I was a bit afraid and abrasive because I wasn't certain about income. They're like, don't be afraid. Enjoy the shower. We're here. And it dissipated finally. And I cleaned my ears, but it really hit me hard.
Yeah. So what happened?
Parallel universe. Yeah, we've already had one now.
Yeah, but look, the thing is that they say
it's showing now. Oh, okay.
They say they found it. You know, we know we already knew where it was.
We're slow.
Oh yes.
But they have to get it out to the public. You know, to let the people
You
know.
think that this world's going to really listen to this? I mean, some of them are so close-minded.
It's on Google. It's on
I know,
Google.
but the thing is that they got to look for it.
But it pops up on my page. So
There you
somebody
go.
got to have this page more than me. You know.
What were you saying, Carmen?
No, listen. See. You see how you just switch that out? I can't have you doing that to my people. We can't talk to them like that. They are going to find this. Things are looking good for them. I have hope.
Well, I read it 2 days ago, and for me, NASA is never a straight answer, you know. And
yeah, right.
yeah.
So they're not full straight answers? That's not new to me.
No, that's you say not. Yeah.
Ain't
That's
straight.
what
They're not straight.
Not a straight answer. They never give a straight answer. That's what it means.
Yeah,
but
it's amazing. That's amazing that they push it through to get it to the public. And said, "Oh my God, is it really? You are kidding me? Know this?" and yeah, that's the thing. The thing is that in my opinion, the Freedom of Information Act forces them to do this. You know. That's what I think, in my opinion.
This cabal is really going to drive us batty.
Really? No, it's not. How would you say? How dare you? It can't. It's impossible to drive us that way. Shoes. We know who we are, and
I know who we are. Others don't.
But that's the point. Is you are the most powerful one, not them. You're in the light. They're
obviously.
How do dark overtake the light? How can it? Because you have to let the light go away. You just simply have to put your light out. They can't take it out. You put it out. You allow it to go out. You know what light is? Light is information. Darkness is lack of information.
Yes.
So when you got the information, what do you have? Ammunition. Against what? That does not have it. The dark, you know, which is the one that is using what information that they receive from what? The aliens themselves? Well, excuse me. Okay? Those aliens that you've been receiving from is far out of the way now. Who you gonna touch? Who you gonna touch with now? Because they have been put away. Now who are you gonna be in tune with your CERN machines and all your weaponizers and crazy world? We tore it down. So now what are you gonna use to reach your aliens with? Telepathic, huh? Can you do that? Yeah, well, we'll see.
Well, telepathy does exist. Just not.
So what does
that muscle's just not exercise, unfortunately.
There you go.
Been turned
and so
off.
do we. Exactly. So as long
And
as
that's
you
why
got
we're
the right,
actually more in tune, because we are more telepathic, just not as the way that this world defines it. It's different. I mean, I sense my sister. I sense my mom. My brother, well, yeah, not really. He and I don't have that kind of intimacy. My sister and I have an intimate connection. My mom and I do. Anita, I haven't actually. I got to reach out to her because I haven't reached out to her in a couple of days. She's been wanting space from me.
there you go.
Not
So
in the way of harming, no, because she said don't harm. It's just that she's been busy trying to focus on business because she's trying to fight against the system and
That's
trying to win. Which
telepathic
actually, I'm
too,
like, and she says I will reach out to you. That's why I haven't really sensed anything, because I think she's trying to organize. She will use you. She will contact me. I know it when she feels the necessity of asking a question, technical area, writing, or because she misses me. One of the five.
Sounds like your world. It sounds like your world is pretty split, and
this world is really trying to separate us in some ways, but also
it needs
we are
to.
working with it.
Has to. There's a have to. There's a have to separation, because as long as she's building her world in the 3D and she's not connecting with the 4 or the 5, then where does the world go? It cannot exist. 3D must move away, and 4D will come in, and
that's
then
why I always get a little bit nudges to her
will,
by text, like, "Hey, I'm here," or I give her a call, and then I'll text after that if I don't get a response, and then we'll talk for an hour, 2-3 hours, whatever, because we haven't talked in a long time. I mean, shit, we haven't seen each other in almost 3 months. Sucks. That's when my sacral starts going crazy.
When you're together, what are you talking about?
My sacral starts going crazy because of the fact I'm like, oh, I need affection.
No, that's the problem. So what are you talking about when you talking with her? That's the problem. You got to.
The subject matter can go from a technical direction to a business area, and then we may go into energies. When I bring it up, we may talk about political crap, which to us, both of us, we don't accept anyway because it doesn't serve us. But briefly, because we'll make a joke about it, and then we'll get into food, which is her actual focus, because she loves to cook.
Okay.
So these are the things that you have in common. But here's the thing: is that the type of way that you're looking for, as far as a connection with a soulmate, or what are you really looking for in a soulmate? Because my soulmate, which is not a soulmate, he's a twin. But even if it was a soulmate, which I've had in past times, that we must be connected in the area that I have a heart desire for. Other than that, we're not, you know what I'm saying?
She accepts me for who I am, and I do accept her for who she is. We're learning more about each other because she knows my history, because I've shared it with her. Plus my weaknesses.
Accepting is two different things. Why should I accept something that is not what I truly want? What do I want is what's important. It's what is it that you truly want. And if you truly want whatever it is that you desire, you want something that's going to be in the same way that you're in, the same tune. We're going away from polarity. We're going to collectively coming together, not separated. So in togetherness, we must have the same mind. We must have the same desires. We must have the same way of seeing. So we're coming back to where we used to speak the same language, where we're not separated and not understanding what one other wants. So telepathic means you gotta be in the same direction. And my twin and me, we both want the same thing. We want the whole world to come to this reality that the world exists in a many different multicolors. That's what we want. And we want to lead you down that same path because we want to go that path. That's what we want. And that's what you must decide what you want in your life, as far as what is better for you and what is the most best for your life to continue to be the greatest or the best of that you can be of yourself. And if someone wants to come along with you, they have to want the same way in their life to put it with your life. You see, that's how it works. We must desire what it is that we want.
Do you see the wheel spinning in my head here? Because it's making me think.
Well, it's all about unity, you know, it's unity.
Well, no, I completely support and agree and do desire unity completely. I mean, that's never been since crap. I think it's even before my father passed is what was the only message, root message was unify.
Yes.
Unifying a group like a family, unified a group. And then I'm like, yeah, well, that's a family. What about bigger? Because, well, yeah, unified, then a bigger group. Take the family, go to other families, connect families together, and go
exactly.
Then take a collective and make it bigger. Like, well, why is then the planet itself so disunified, meaning disconnected? Like, well, that's cultural differences and all that other stuff. I'm like, well, why are there cultural differences? So I go further into questions.
But you can't. You're not supposed to compare yourself. But here's the deal: if you're going to compare yourself, know why you're comparing yourself. So know
it's not comparison. It's more of like, if I'm speaking about unity.
But you're saying, why is the world so
separated, right?
Okay, yeah. but then you need to go. Then you need to find the facts. Why is the world so separated? You have to know that the world is built completely in an illusion. It is not built the way that the mother or the nourishment of the nature would have had you to be built. It is, and remember, you're in school. You're in school. Why? Because many lives has been built upon a lie, and it needs to be torn down. That brings
in our question then. Why are the schools?
Because you've been brought into
an illusion. That was supposed to be more rhetorical, actually, because I know why their school exists. I do know that answer. The reason thing is that I learned later on when I came down here to Tampa that actually the bigger school that costs nothing and is the harder core classes is life. I'm like, I was told this. Why the hell did my parents spend money then that I chosen to be my parents for an education that was useless? Because honestly, I could have learned language and all that by life.
Just so
there are other easier ways that don't cost a damn dime and it's free.
Right.
Sorry.
But that's why they did it. That's why you chose those parents, so that you could say what you're saying now. Now that you can see the difference. Now you can see where the ways.
Well, I opened my eyes up, right? I opened my eyes and realized they're full of shit.
There you go. Exactly.
It's all a complete illusion, full of so much facade of what they want to control. I'm like, why do you want to control what knowledge I can gather that's freely available? And it's a lot more profound and a lot more clear than your crap that you've got that honestly has no substance behind it. And you're trying to mold this.
But you're saying why they want to. No, why
they do. They do it. They do it.
No. It's over. It's over. So it's not why they want to anymore. It's why they had. Why they did.
Well, granted.
Why did they do it? Because they wanted to keep you in a low way of thinking.
Well, they want to manipulate the whole damn time. It makes sense. Of course,
but they did it for why? So that you could become source food to them, energy. So you got always everything goes back to energy. So you have been put into a way of living or believing, so that you can continue.
I'm getting all tingly now. Oh my God, I love this.
But it's the truth. The truth makes you feel tingly.
I am getting tingled up, man. This is like, I haven't been able to speak about this in a little while and be able to understand the differences between the systems that these lower frequencies have been utilizing to bring those to be devoured.
Yeah.
And for those who wake up, like myself, my sister, maybe my mom, my brother's not, he's being sucked alive. I don't even know how the hell he's still existing, to be honest. I mean, you're existing only because of the fact you're just going to follow along the same crap that I had and no longer.
No. Do not ever write anyone off. Let me tell you, there was a person one day in my kitchen, and though she was a baddest little person that I ever could probably set my eyes on.
Nasty?
Oh, damn. Well, I won't say all that, but she wasn't a person who kept herself to herself.
Okay.
But there's a reason behind everything. So when I was alone with her one time, I said, listen, because I knew she had a heart somewhere that wasn't blocked. Something was still open. I said, listen, here's what I see. I see that you have been so messed up and so stunted in life to where there is probably maybe a sliver, just a sliver left for you to reach that special place in life. But I said, but will they throw you away just because you only have that little sliver? I said, no, they won't. They will keep you, and they will do whatever they got to do to work with that sliver to bring you through here. And that's what I said to her. Yeah. And so that sliver is keeping her alive, because we got behind that.
It sounds like a razor's edge slice.
Yes, behind that, I heard a year or two later.
This is barely a spark.
Listen, behind that, I heard a year or two later, she had an accident with a truck, split her car in half. Her and the baby came out alive, and the baby had no scratches on it.
Was she actually injured?
She was, yeah, but she's alive now.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, she was injured a little bit. She was injured enough to wake her up. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it was a wake-up call for certain. Wow.
So, but she's still alive to this day. So don't ever write them off. Always.
No, I mean, I do still love my brother. I try to speak to him, but the problem is that his mind or energies aren't receptive to what
he's not ready for you. He's not. He has to hear it from someone else.
True. He's not ready at all.
Right. Well, sometimes they can't hear from the family. It's impossible. Really, it is.
I mean, I share with him regarding food. I know that's his passion. He loves to eat, loves to use botany, planting herbs, planting plants. He's got his dog, his cat. That's all wonderful. He goes out for walks. He's actually lost more weight than I have, taller than me by a little bit.
But do you know where your place
his
at?
His mindset's changed slightly. He used to be creative arts.
Listen. Do you know where your place is at for your family? Here's your place. You sit in the place that you're in, and you decide to work on you. And when you want, and whatever you want, you put them in that want. I want this. And that's what you're going to put energy toward it. You don't have to say nothing. You want your family to be in this way where I'm going. I don't care if that happens from now to whatever day. I want them with me. And then you sit there and you start sending energy toward what you want. That's all you got to do. And that's all it takes. Because remember, you are the master of your own creation and your own life. You decide what it is that you want. No one else decides that for you, because you are the God particle of yourself, which of the God that makes you even Steven in source. You have all the power, whatever it is. It's all in your imagination, your voice, and in your heart. Your vibrations. You got to put the vibrations with it. And that's it. And that's all it takes. That's your created way. And that's the power.
I think you do more meditations, because I'm not doing enough meditation.
Of course you haven't. But you need to get your attention span up. So in order for you to meditate, you need to find something when you're meditating, like what's the name? Abraham says, you focus on the refrigerator running. You hear the sound from the refrigerator, you keep your mind on that, you hear that running, and that keeps you awake. Whatever you can hear, whatever sound you say you can pick up, that's unusual. And you let your thought go on that, and then you sit there and you start to meditate. That keeps you from falling asleep. And then it works.
Sound of my AC kicking like it is now.
There you go. Exactly.
That damn thing's going on like every 10 minutes. I'm like, gosh, man, it must be getting warm.
But don't let it be something that moves you. Let it be something. Let it calm you.
At least I'm making you laugh, Scarlet. This is really a gift that I can see the both of you, all three of us singing each other. This is like the best gift ever.
See?
And I'm hoping it won't be the last one.
I don't see each other. Remember, I don't see no one. But
no, I see both of you and myself.
So we don't need to see each other.
You're gonna see it in recording anyway.
Okay. You're something else. I love it.
I tell you, I'm glad at least I make you crack up, honey. That's all I care about. But I'm learning a lot, though. This really helps.
So should we get ready to? I don't know where everybody's.
We should wrap this up and then what are we going to speak about then in the next meeting, and when do we want to have it?
Yes.
What is today?
Today, the 22nd, Friday. This is, according to the U.S. calendar, this is a long weekend because of Memorial Day being Monday. Not that it matters.
Really?
Care less.
Let's,
But it's an all-day weekend.
let's do something on that day.
You want to do something on Memorial Day?
Yeah, if
I'm
everybody
sorry, Labor
has-
Day. Not Memorial Day. It's Labor Day. No, is it?
Well,
Memorial Day.
this
It is Memorial Day. Sorry.
Memorial Day. It has
Memorial
to be
Day.
Memorial
Oh,
Day.
see what I mean? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I had to look at the calendar to figure it out. So
Well,
what's good for you?
Well, yes,
Carmen.
Scarlet has to be because she the
All
one
right,
has.
what's your schedule like on Monday?
no, Monday it's not good for me because it's not a holiday for us here in Germany, and I have to work very long. So for me,
Okay.
it would be the best at the weekends. Because Friday I have to work a long time too, and I'm very tired after work. So
Right.
me, when I consider myself,
Yeah.
it would be the best Saturdays because that's the weekend. I have time. I can.
So you want to do a new meeting on tomorrow?
Yes,
Sunday, are you the one?
Tomorrow or next Saturday, whichever way.
Well, if we want to come on tomorrow, then let's talk more about the chakras and
Yeah.
finish
That'd be
off
good.
this chart. Finish off the chart
Yes.
because and then you can say more about what you had to say because you never brought out the other ones, you know.
None. If you do have an example that you can send me through WhatsApp in some way, Scarlet, so
Yeah.
that way then I can use that imagery from a link you have, and I'll bring it up in the meeting tomorrow. Should we aim for the same time frame?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a good
We'll
time
do
for
it
me.
for 11 my time, which is 7 o'clock your time, right?
And it's 5 o'clock my time.
Sorry, I'm thinking 1700 hours. 5 o'clock your time. Right. 1700 your time, which is 11 my time. Okay.
Yes, it is. I will send you some more charts. I think because I found some real good charts, but the thing is they all are in German, so I have to search.
Don't worry
for some-
about that. I'll figure out a way of translating it, and then I'll maybe create a document that I can share with both of you. that we
Yes,
can use, and I'll put that also in our small family discussion.
yes,
Yeah.
but I found some real good charts. I think
Awesome.
I watched them all, and they are real good. The ones with the gemstones of
Oh,
minerals
beautiful.
is very good. We can use this.
I will absorb as much knowledge as you can give me because there's something brand new to me that maybe I do know already or I'm going to learn about. So I welcome it completely.
You're just waking it up, and we already know everything. We just have to wake it up in us.
Yeah.
Everything we need is already in
I'm
us.
going to take
yeah.
both of your advice from you, Lord Shiva, both of you, my loves, because you guys have just given me so much more today than I anticipated to get, to be honest, which I'm like, I just open my heart up and just let you know. So I will go out today, no headset, phone in my pocket, and just walk out there with my glasses on and take off my glasses and wear my sandals this time to go out
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, try
No
it.
socks, no shoes, just sandals, and go to the grassy area. Well, you've seen
Yeah.
a picture of it. I showed you. You've seen a picture of the pond area. I'll go over there in
Yeah.
the grass and take off my sandals.
Yes, and then you can tell us tomorrow how it feels. What
It's
experience?
going to probably be something that a unique description, but I'll give it to you tomorrow. So we can see how it felt.
Do this.
The one thing that I anticipate in one way, because down here, when it does rain, it's tropical. So it's a very brief rain period. So when it does
Oh.
rain, I'd like going outside in the rain because the rain, for one, refreshing. Two, it livens up everything because the animals do go out because they like to cool down. They don't have sweat glands like we have. But to experience that and be able to see, and I don't know if I can take a picture, when it's raining, but I can at least describe my experience and feeling in that.
I heard they putting antibiotics and I call them antibiotics, but it could be something else, and crystals in the rain to heal us.
Yes.
They want
Oh,
us out there.
I've been actually smelling that a little bit out there. It does smell more fresh, the rain.
Yeah.
So I have to
Yeah,
agree with you because the skies don't have as many, what is it they call it? The skyliners, you know what I'm talking about. When the jets blow over or fly over and they leave the smoke things, right?
Yeah, the spray. But now Now they're going to start chemtrailing.
They're changing
again.
that. The
But
chemical,
no.
what?
They're going to, this is the light doing this now, not the dark.
I understand.
Okay,
The
but the
chemtrail
light
is
is
changing to a better thing with chemtrails. I think that's what you're going with, right?
well, but not chemtrails. They're spraying. They're going to look like chemtrails, but they're not chemtrails. They're
But they're
spraying
better.
for the
Us.
hill to
Yes. Right.
the chlorophane that they put it in there for the virus stuff.
Exactly. I heard about that this week. It's
Right.
beautiful. They're actually they're healing Terra the way it's supposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
helping us too.
I wanted to say this much before we do go.
Okay.
When you consider how our body look that we have,
Yeah,
this
how they
body,
appear, sure.
you see how the little crutzels in there and our arm look. If you open your arm, you see the little cracks that's in your arm
Right.
and all your arms and all around your body. You see the little cracks all around there.
Yeah.
Okay. Consider that her body is exactly like this body, but it's bigger because she's a god. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And consider how long she has been stuck in this world of 3D where everything was corrupt and whatever.
Right.
Now, so in her body, there has been cruxes of where them cracks at of reptilians just crushed inside of it. They've had to clean her body like that to get free from all the reptilians and things that has done set up inside of the body forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so true. And they still cleaning to this day. So let's send them some energy and some
Oh yeah.
some gratitude for what
I think
they've
it's probably one of the other reasons why at least for this body, at the age that it technically has, I don't really appear my age at all.
none of us do, because our body is
I do
changing.
not look in my 50s for nothing. Everybody
Because
is
it's
like,
changing.
you're not 53. I'm like, you want to see my license?
Yeah.
This body is older than it appears to be, actually.
But our body is changing. That's why the energy is changing your body, and that's what it's made to do.
I mean, despite the
energy is
fact
made.
that I'm bald, that you love.
I do. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's why you got to get on face so people can see it.
Oh man.
Then I'm about to come and beat them off of you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna let, nope, sorry, go, you not good enough, go, hit it, get it on.
What I'm gonna do then, I'm not gonna put a scheduled thing. I'll just do like I did today, tomorrow morning, and be ready and just send out the invite in our group like I had today, this morning, for us to come to the Zoom meeting again.
Yes,
We can have
and
that
eventually
meeting at,
we can go
5
live.
o'clock your time, Scarlet, 10 o'clock your time, and 11
Yeah.
my time.
Yes, my time is 1700.
Yes, eventually we go live on there.
Yep, 1700 for you, which I understand, and I'll make it on time.
Oh well, that would be so nice. Maybe we can send us each other in the group a little reminder 15 minutes before.
If you can bring more people to this, I think it'd be better too. I agree. I can have more people in this.
Yes,
Eventually we will, and eventually we can go live, you know.
yeah, but first we will discuss all this.
All the chakra areas. Yes. So I can
Yes.
be,
All the things that we want to talk about.
remember more
Mhm.
of it. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That is
And
how we
You're
do.
such loves to me, honestly. Oh my God.
I love you too.
Yeah, I love you too. You
So-
both.
And tomorrow I want to say that I want to bring out what this actually ties into, which is the Sanskrit, which is our language. That's what the Sanskrit represents.
Okay.
And then these chakras and the Sanskrit are pretty much all tied in together, and it deals with your language.
That'd be an interesting
Okay.
conversation tomorrow then. Okay.
Yeah, because I got to do a little bit more study on it, so I'll bring it in
Do your
tomorrow.
homework, do your research. Definitely. bring in
Yes, my
information.
homework, which I love, you know. I love it, but the body don't. The body
Well,
gets
the body
all,
probably saying, forget it. You're like, no, I need to. It
Yeah.
has to happen. Well, sweethearts,
Okay.
I'll let you go at this point then. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Then
Thank
Have a
you.
let me
beautiful
hear. Let me.
evening, Scarlet.
Can you send me a copy before you post it?
Well, I'm not gonna post it yet until you say to go ahead and post it. But yeah, I
Okay,
gotta let it,
well-
I have to let it render.
Right. Well, let us have a copy. So
Yeah,
we can
I'll send it
listen to
over. It's large.
All right.
It's
All
large.
right. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
Yes.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.